star terms. She's a filly that sort of looked smart as a junior, and I thought she ran a cracker in the Prix Marcel Boussac.
She did. I think the 7 furlong is going to be too short for her at Newbury. She might win anyway. I think her future probably lies mile and a quarter, something like that. But this is a nice race up the road on a lovely track. Could be a bit of give in the ground to suit her. I think she'll run. I hope she'll run very well. And if she does, we'll look at the guineas and then make a plan from there. But she will be better over a mile.
Come on, Leicester, quite a speedy filly.
She worked very well this morning. She's going to have to settle. I'm looking at the Fred Darling just because I think they'll go a good clip in that. It's straight. I'm not sure she'll get 7, but I think it's worth having a go at now. If we need to, we can come back to 6 or even 5. There's a listed race for her at Bath, but it's sort of teaching her just to blow her top a little bit. I'd just like to see her settle, and she did this morning, so you know she will probably go to Newbury. And
then the filly that I sort of got my fingers burnt on was our Hokhmah.
Yeah, bumped into a good one at at Newbury. She, I think, is a very good filly. Physically, she's done well. We've given her all the time in the world. She's going to need plenty of time yet. I'm not sure we'll see her, you know, months and months before Royal Ascot. She might come out around that time. She's got to, you know, she's got to come on her coat. She's moving okay at the moment, but we're not doing a lot with her. She needs plenty more of the background sort of work rather than the fast work, and then we can step things up. So she'll be a while, but yeah, I hope she's a good filly. Okay,
let's talk a bit about a few of the older horses. Bilsterbrook, obviously a big day in the sun for you in the Guineas last year.
Yeah.
No win since then, but she ran some nice races
irrelevant,
in between.
Brett. Absolutely irrelevant.
Come on,
she chose the right day to win. There's the race at Goodwood is her race. It's called the Conqueror, and it's basically written for her. It's a listed race, 50 grand at Goodwood. She gets no penalty. She's won there twice already, and she'll take a lot of beating in that, I hope.
Anna, you've got her entered in the Lockinge.
Is
ground key to her?
Yes, she's a stone better on soft ground. So we're going to follow that round. She's in the Lockinge. She will be entered in the Dahlia and this listed race I told you about, the Conqueror. And if it's soft ground, she might well turn up at Sandown for the mile group 2. But she has to have soft ground. It's as simple as that. You know, she's a stone better on it. She's only a little filly, but somehow she goes through the soft ground and loves it.
Red Starlight has already had a run, and this term at Doncaster, finishing second. How much do you think she will come on for that?
She will come on massively for it. I thought she ran a super race. She's a big filly, and she's obviously fitter than she looks. There's a couple of handicaps for her. I'm very keen to win a listed race, but I think if we can utilise her handicap for the time being, she's off 100. I think the winner of that listed race is 110. So she could have a big chance in the Big Bath 1 mile handicap. She's in the Spring Cup as well. She takes the racing very well. We have a lot of sport with that filly. She's tough, honest, and got a lot of ability, and you know she's a real pleasure to have.
Raymond Tusk, who actually won this weekend last year on his debut, big price there. He's in the John Porter. Is that a possible starting point for him?
It could be. That looks like being a very hot race. I mean, Defoe's in there. Probably don't want to take him on, but he loves that track, and it looks like we might get a bit of soft ground. He's been to Qatar. We've kept him just ticking over since. He could do, but I'm sort of favouring. There's other races around and about. There's some nice races in France. We might take on one of those. A lot of these early sort of Group 3s early on. A lot of Group 1 horses in there having their first run, and they tend to be very hot. You know, I think if we can avoid that and go elsewhere, you know, when the others have been dotted around, it would be more to our advantage, I think.
I mean, you ran him in the Ledger last year. Obviously, that's over 1 mile and 6. Do you feel this year he could sort of develop into a potential Ascot Go Cup horse? Yeah,
I think that might be a little too far for him, but I think he gets 1 mile and 6, no problem. You know, he might get further, but he's not doing much wrong over sort of 1.5 mile trips at the moment. And you know, there's a lot of prize money at that level over that trip.
He's yet to win a Group 1, but do you feel there is one in him somewhere?
Oh, I hope so. He won the Italian St Leger at the end of last year, so I'd love to think there could be one in him. He's a very honest horse, and I think he'll get better as he gets older because he will fill his frame. I'd like to think there is a very good race in him somewhere, yeah.
Yafta, horse has got a real good attitude, I feel.
He's a trainer's horse, isn't he? I think he started last year off 76 or something, ended up 114. So he showed a massive amount of improvement. And I was saying to Sheikh Hamdan when he came down to see him the other day, I always knew he had to chuck in a bad run sooner or later. He'd run so many good races, and you know it's coming. And it came his last run of the year, and then we put him away, and he's come back in great form. You know, we're going to look. There's a couple of nice races. He's in the Duke of York as well. Might be worth taking on with him. He's a really honest, sound, tough friend. You know, he's on your side, and that makes a big difference. So
going from the sort of speedsters to the stayers, we haven't seen Dane or Kodiak since the Ormond. How's he been?
He's fine. He's over his problems now. He looks great, and we've got him fit now. He's sound. We might go back to Chester, but again, there are races for him in France as well. He could have a big year. He always ran a lot of very good races, finishing second to decent horses. Hopefully, he can convert those into wins now this year. Do
you still see him as a Melbourne Cup horse, possibly? I know the owners
are quite I think him and Raymond Tusk, you know, they could be potential Melbourne Cup horses. I'm not known for my Melbourne Cup prowess, but you never know.
Do you know what trip it's over?
I don't know, they go around about 8 times, don't they, or something?
And then just finally, it's just obviously got loads and loads of 2-year-olds, so we can't go through them all. A couple that sort of tend to catch the attention primarily because of the way they're bred. Noonday Gun, obviously by Dubai.
Gorgeous horse.
Sky Lantern.
Don't get excited about him. You're not going to see him for a long time. He's going to need loads of time. A horse for the back end of the year by Dubai out of Sky Lantern. You don't get much better than that. So he's definitely one that we're delighted to have, but he is on the back burner and just going through the motions, and he'll tell us when he's ready. And
Devine Cove, you've got entered.
Very nice filly of Her Majesty's, shown a lot of speed so far. Looking at maybe running her this weekend or Newmarket the following week. She's impressed me. She's done it all very naturally. We haven't gone looking for her. She's just shown up, and every time we work her, she works very well and with a lot of speed. She seems to know what she's doing. And Newbury's always a nice place to start them off, and Lord Carnarvon always used to say that the £5 sex allowance is actually a bit of an advantage when you're taking on colts. So yeah, we might well let her go. We'll wait and see how she goes through the gates and everything towards the end of this week.
And we've got people to ask, or just ask about horses on Twitter. Only one, well, a lot we've mentioned all of them anyway, but one which we haven't. Man of the Night. Have you heard of that horse?
I mean that. How do these people know? He's a Knight of Thunder, and he came from Deauville. I think it cost about €350. Gorgeous, gorgeous horse, and he's worked pretty well. I'd like to know who that person is who asked that, because he must be hiding in the bushes here or something. He's a very nice colt, one we're very excited about.
And where might we see him?
Cartier Awards, hopefully. Hopefully a nice race. Knight of Thunder, of course, was trained here, and he's got some real nice stock with us, and I'm not going to lie, I hope he's a little bit special, yeah. You know, but we get it wrong. These horses show up, and the ones that show you loads, quite often, when you shake the reins at them, they don't pick up. But hopefully he will. He's done it all very easily so far.
And finally, obviously, you've got good patronage from Fox Power, or King Power rather, also Midland Park, and Peter Moss do buy a lot of the horses for you. Sheikh Hamdan, but Sheikh Obeid approached you last year to go and buy a few for him. What did you buy? Anything any good?
We've got some lovely 2-year-olds. They're all 2-year-olds. Not many 5 furlong horses in there, so you won't see those for a bit. And hopefully, peppered around, there'll be some nice horses, some nice winners, some group horses. And he sent us a lovely Dubai colt, really nice colt, and a nice Invincible Spirit filly, nice showcasing colt, chestnut with a white face, smashing horse, and a couple of Dark Angel fillies. Yeah, we've got some nice horses for him. Watch his space on Unibet.